Hello and welcome. I'm Nigel Croft. It's TA for Traders and it's Wednesday the 7th of June. In this video I'll be looking at the charts on 4 retail stocks, 2 in the US and 2 in the UK. In the US overnight we saw the retail sector come under pressure following an announcement from Macy's. I'll have a look at Target and Walmart. And in the UK I'll go back and have a look at Tesco, and we'll also have a look at Kingfisher. So starting with, sorry, I'm not ready. Starting with Target, and here's the daily. And you can see that with the announcement from Macy's yesterday, we did break to the downside. This took the share down below its 50 and was pushed down by the 20-day moving average. I would say that's a bearish sign. Also bearish in that the RSI dipped below 50 and the MACD started to break to the downside below 0. To me, it looks negative. There is some minimal support around 53.8, but I wouldn't really expect that to hold, and I would expect further downside pressure. On the weekly chart, here again it doesn't particularly look very attractive. We've had a big fall, we've now had a flag, and really one should be expecting the next fall. The MACD perhaps is the only thing that countering that, where the short term has moved above the long term, but the moving averages are all moving down. They've all created bear crosses, and it doesn't look a good picture. On the very short term, here's the 4-hour, and likewise we've broken below 50 on the 50-day, and we've broken below the moving averages. Going on to Walmart, here we have been in an uptrend. Obviously the shares were hit yesterday. However, the uptrend remains in place and will remain in place as long as we stay above the 20-day moving average 77.75. That represents that support level there. Well, I think it's at 7.9, that support, and then the 20 days at 7.9, but certainly it's still in the uptrend. The RSI is well above 50, 61.37, although there are warning signs coming out as it cracks down and maybe starting to create a downtrend, and there's a warning sign from the MACD. So watch this, but it does remain in the uptrend at the moment. On the weekly, you can see that everything here still looks hunky-dory. We're still in the uptrend. We've actually just a couple of weeks ago had a bullish cross on the 20 and 50 week moving averages, and we're about to get the 20 across the 200 as well. RSI showing positive momentum, as is the MACD, although with this week's move the MACD is starting to narrow. On the 4-hour chart, and here you can see straight away we've pulled back to the 24-hour moving average. That is giving support. Below there we've got the rising 50-day. That gave support at the last consolidation. So let's just see what happens to these, whether this 4-hour chart does hold these moving averages. That could be the key. Here you can see the RSI has cracked down significantly, and the MACD just started to flash a sell signal. RSI is still above 50, so let's give it the opinion, let's give it the benefit of the doubt at the moment. Okay, moving to this side of the pond, Kingfisher. It's had a terrible 2 weeks. I was a shareholder in this. I actually got out probably on the 2nd or 3rd day of the fall, which I'm quite thankful about, but be aware of that with my opinions. It still, to me, looks bad. However, we are oversold. The RSI is down at 33.85. and it could be we are overextended on this daily from the moving averages, and there could actually be now a short-term bounce which may take us up to the early 320s, 323, 324, around that level. However, then the downtrending moving averages will come back into play and will be a downside influence. Also remember, yes, the market is oversold, but that's an indication of the negative momentum in the market, and so that is still a negative factor as it's still below 50. The MACD are still very negative. On the weekly chart, and here you can actually see that we're testing some support levels from February and from April, and the picture to me doesn't look good, especially if we break those supports. That will then confirm a severe downtrend, and really one would then expect the support at the 300 level to be tested. Here the RSI has just gone back below 50 and is in a downtrend, and the MACD are just about to give a sell signal as they're both flatlining and about to move down. On the 4-hour chart, again here I would say that we're overextended from the moving averages and we're slightly oversold. RSI down at 20.47. Therefore, again, it's indicating that we may get a short-term bounce. Again, I'd see it going up to around about the 323, 324 level. Then the downtrend in 24-hour moving average would come into play, and there is also resistance from trading from the 30th of May around the 324. MACD has just started to indicate a sell signal here as well. So overall, maybe a short-term bounce in Kingfisher, but it does look negative. Tesco, one that I've covered on numerous occasions. This downtrend line that I drew several videos ago, still a dominant factor. We did go up towards it and then we pulled back down. We're now back below the 50 and the 20-day moving averages, and if we test this support here, which is at 176.56, that would break this short-term uptrend that's been in place. It's looking vulnerable already, and given the negative momentum that's in play shown by the RSI, which is down below 50 at 42, I would say that there's enough downside momentum now to break that trend and to see further downside. Again, the MACD are just rolling and starting to shout a sell signal. On the weekly, again, you can see the downtrend that I've had in place and how dominant it's been. We're back below the moving averages. Yes, the 50-week is still moving up, but it will roll down, and the 20-day is following that trend line downwards. Again, the RSI's gone back below 50 in a negative fashion, and the MACD are tracking downwards. On the short term, looking at the 4-hour, again you can see here that the 200 4-hour average was a dominant factor and created the resistance together with the 24-hour on the rally here. They're both moving downwards and will be pushing this market lower. You can see the support that's here, just below the just at 176 points, whatever I said, 82ish. That's the key level to watch. But given that, again, the RSI is in a downtrend and below 50, and the MACD is giving a sell signal, I would expect that support to be tested. And looking at the support on the share price, you can see that it's 176.85 with support below there 174.9 and resistance at 182.99 and the and 182.58 being the 20-day. That's been TA for traders. I realise I haven't given you the support resistance levels on the first three stocks. what I'll do is I'll show you those now, and then we'll go into the disclaimer. Thanks for watching the video, and please do remember these videos are for educational purposes only and are my opinions, and in no way are they meant as an investment recommendation. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the support resistance levels on the first 3 stocks, and then I'll go straight into the disclaimer. Thank you.